And Russia and China are considering putting up a nuclear power plant on the moon between 2033 and 2035. Yuri Borisov, the head of Russia's space agency Roskosmos, says the move will one day allow lunar settlements to be built here. Take a look at this report.
Nuclear power generation on the moon. The idea might sound like science fiction, but there is no hiding the growing competition for lunar resources. Solar power, the mainstay of current missions, has limitations on the moon's perpetually shadowed regions. On the other hand, nuclear power could provide an abundant energy source. The head of Russia's space agency, Roskosmos, says nuclear power could one day allow lunar settlements to be built. Also, not to mention, it is all about a new space race. The Cold War saw the US and USSR locked in a space duel. In 1957, the Soviets won the first lap by launching Sputnik, the world's first artificial satellite. It then sent Yuri Gagarin, the first human in space, in 1961. The moon became the ultimate prize. The space race resulted in the Apollo missions, with the US planting its flag on the lunar surface in 1969. 7 decades on, there is a new space race power. China is making giant leaps, landing the first spacecraft on the far side of the moon in 2019. It returned home with lunar samples in 2020. Beijing's moves have made Washington wary. NASA Administrator Bill Nelson publicly expressed concern over China claiming resource-rich areas. Now, with Moscow and Beijing joining hands, a nuclear reactor on the moon would be a game changer. Of course, there are challenges. Building a nuclear reactor on Earth is hard enough, let alone lugging it all the way to the moon. There is also the fear of the unknown. What will be the consequences of an accident on the lunar surface? Clearly, the moon will not be immune to terrestrial geopolitics.
Now, to also understand what this could mean for Washington, we were earlier joined by retired Lieutenant Colonel Daniel L. Davis, who is a military expert. Listen to this.
Without question, I think, and of course you have the United States, you have Europe in the hunt, you have India in the hunt. I mean, literally anyone who has the technological capacity and the resources is in this race, and it's definitely another one. It's just again, I mean, you have underwater, you have surface, you have on land, you have in the air, and now you have in space. It's just the next domain that humans are going to compete in, and it's not going away anytime soon.
For latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.